Section 73. Vaisampayana continued. King Dushmanta, hearing all this, said, "Well spoken by thee, O princess, this is all, O blessed one, that thou hast said. By my wife, O beautiful one, what shall I do for thee? Golden garlands, robes, earrings of gold, whitest and handsome pearls from various countries, golden coins, finest carpets, I shall present thee this very day. Let the whole of my kingdom be thine today. O beautiful one, come to me, O timid one, wedding me, O beautiful one, according to the Gandharva form. O thou of tapering thighs, of all forms of marriage, the Gandharva one is regarded as the first." Sakuntala, hearing this, said, "O king, my father hath gone away from this asylum to bring fruit. Wait but a moment, he will bestow me on thee." Dushmanta replied, "O beautiful and faultless one, I desire that thou shouldst be companion. Know thou that I exist for thee, and my heart is in thee. One is certainly one's own friend, and one certainly may depend upon one's own self. Therefore, according to the ordinance, thou canst certainly bestow thyself. There are in all 8 kinds of marriage. These are Brahma, Daiva, Arsha, Prajapatya, Asura, Gandharva, Rakshasa, and Paisacha, the 8th. Manu, the son of the self-create, has spoken of the appropriateness of all these forms, according to their order. Know, O faultless one, that the first 4 of these are fit for Brahmanas, and the first 6 for Kshatriyas. As regards kings, even the Raksasa's form is permissible. The Asura form is permitted to Vaishyas and Sudras. Of the first 5, the 3 are proper, the other 2 being improper. The Pisacha and the Asura forms should never be practiced. These are the institutes of religion, and one should act according to them. The Gandharva and the Rakshasa form are consistent with the practices of Kshatriyas. Thou needst not entertain the least fear. There is not the least doubt that either according to any one of these last mentioned forms, or according to a union of both of them, our wedding may take place. O thou of the fairest complexion, full of desire as I am, thou also in a similar mood mayst become my wife, according to the Gandharva form." Sakuntala, having listened to all this, answered, "If this be the course sanctioned by religion, if indeed I am my own disposer, hear, O thou foremost one of Puru's race, what my terms are. Promise truly to give me what I ask thee amongst ourselves alone. The son that shall be begotten on me shall become thy heir apparent. This, O king, is my fixed resolve. O Dushmanta, if thou grant this, then let our union take place." Vaisampayana continued. The monarch, without taking time to consider at once, told her, "Let it be so. I will even take thee, O thou of agreeable smiles, with me to my capital. I tell thee truly, O beautiful one, thou desirest all this." And so, saying that first of kings, wedded the handsome Sakuntala of graceful gait, and knew her as a husband, and assuring her duly, he went away, telling her repeatedly, "I shall send thee for thy escort my troops of 4 classes. Indeed, it is even thus that I shall take thee to my capital, O thou of sweet smiles." Vaisampayana continued, "O Janamejaya, having promised so unto her, the king went away, and as he retraced his way homewards, he began to think of Kashyapa, and he asked himself, what will the illustrious ascetic say after he was known all? Thinking of this, he entered his capital. The moment the king had left, Kanva arrived at his abode. But Sakuntala, from a sense of shame, did not go out to receive her father. That great ascetic, however possessed of spiritual knowledge, knew all. Indeed, beholding everything with his spiritual eye, the illustrious one was pleased, and addressing her said, Amiable one, what hath been done by thee today is secret. Without having waited for me, this intercourse with a man hath not been destructive of thy virtue. Indeed, union according to the Gandharva form of a wishful woman with a man of sensual desire, without mantras of any kind, it is said is the best for Kshatriyas. That best of men, Dushmanta, is also eye-souled and virtuous. Thou hast, O Shakuntala, accepted him for thy husband. The son that shall be born of thee shall be mighty and illustrious in this world, and he shall have sway over the sea, and the forces of that illustrious King of kings, while he goeth out against his foes, shall be irresistible. Shakuntala then approached her fatigued father and washed his feet, and taking down the load he had with him, and placing the fruits in proper order, she told him, It behoveth thee to give thy grace to that Dushmanta, whom I have accepted for my husband, as well as his ministers. Kanva replied, O thou of the fairest complexion, for thy sake I am inclined to bless, but receive from me, O blessed one, the boon that thou desirest. Vaisampayana continued. Shakuntala thereupon, moved by desire of benefiting Dushmanta, asked the boon that the Paurava monarchs might ever be virtuous and never deprived of their thrones. Thus ends the 73rd section in the Sambhava Parva of the Adi Parva.